guys, it's Matt with Grindbuster Soft Wash. Today we're going to show you guys how we do our paver restorations. We are in Orchard Park, New York, home of the Buffalo Bills. This patio right here, I already pressure washed it. I used a turbo nozzle, went through, got all the moss, dirt, sand out. He does it every year, so there wasn't a lot of sand, but there was a lot of moss. So it only took me about 45 minutes to do that. So what I'm going to do now, I like to put my solution down to kill everything after I turbo nozzle everything, just so we get to the roots. So then I'll put my solution down and I'll go back over it with the surface cleaner just to get the whole, all the pavers clean and rinsed off. And then what we'll do is we'll put in our joint stabilization sand, and then we'll put in our two-part urethane sealer. All our products are from Trident and the Set Corporation. In no way am I advertising for them, but that's what I use. So I'm going to show you guys how we do our process, what to look for, and how to upsell this service. A lot of guys in our area don't do this service. I'm out of Erie, Pennsylvania. Some guys do it. I don't think they do it correctly. We have taken training for this. We have watched hours and hours upon videos, talked to the sales reps from Trident, talked to some of the guys at Trident that have helped us be able to do this correctly. We are in the Northeast. A lot of guys use polymeric sand, so when we're actually cleaning these pavers, it takes a lot longer. We do use poly sand sometimes, but with the with the capabilities of our Trident sealers, we can actually seal and sand the same day because the sealers actually bind to the sand, so it hardens it. When you have polymeric sand, you have to clean this, let it dry completely, can't be damp at all, and then you guys have to sand, spray, let that dry. Some guys use sealers and stuff. I rather let it dry if I'm using poly. The only time I really use polymeric sand on pavers is natural stone, because you can't put some of the sealers that we use from Trident on. Solvent-based water and the urethane just don't go good with those. So we're going to show you guys. I already pressure washed this, so I'm going to go back and show you guys a video of us cleaning this. We're going to let this dry full, like when we leave here today, and then a full day tomorrow. Now, if you guys were in Florida or somewhere really hot, you guys might be able to get away with sealing this later in the day if it was 90 degrees. I don't recommend doing that unless it's like a 300 or less square foot patio. But we're going to be using black sand to fill this in. And yeah, if you guys have any questions in the comments, if you have any questions, put those in the comments, please. Or if you guys have any tips for me that you guys have been doing this for a while, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. We do use a bucket sprayer. We built it ourselves. The 1 gallon a minute helps out tremendously. So if you guys are just getting into the paver sealing game, we are actually building some of these. They're cheap. If you guys want to see the parts and what we use, it'll be at the bottom of the link. Also, the sand and the sealers we use, I'll put a link in for that where you guys can order that. But I really ask you guys just to like and subscribe. We're trying to build the channel up, really putting our time and effort into this. So we would like you guys to follow, help us out. We're going to try to help you guys out. But yeah, so let's get to it. We're going to show you guys how we clean this, and then we're going to come back and sand and seal, and we'll show you guys how we do that. Thanks. All right, as you guys can see here, we are cleaning these pavers with our turbo nozzle. I actually have two standalone 4 gallon a minute pressure washers we bring to our paver jobs. The reason for that is our tanks on our rigs, we run 8 to 10 gallon a minute systems, so that will suck the tanks dry unless we actually keep 2 hoses filling up our tanks. So if we keep the 4 gallon a minute pressure washers on board, then we can pull those off, hook them up, and then we never run out of water. So yeah, it's very dirty. As you guys can see, I'm wearing boots. Sometimes I wear overalls to protect in the summer so I don't get sand all over. It is a very dirty job. Make sure you wear your safety glasses. Sand does hit you in the face, can't get in your eyes. Very uncomfortable. But yeah, keep watching. Okay guys, as you can see here, we are putting down our 4% mix. We know 4% is going to kill everything. The joints have been cleaned. The reason for this is that we want that solution to get down deep into those joints to make sure all the roots are killed. We let this sit for about 15-20 minutes, and then we'll come through with our surface cleaner. All right, as you guys can see, we're using our 31-inch whisper wash to go over the patio uniformly. This is because when you're using a turbo nozzle, sometimes you do miss small little areas. And then if you don't have it clean, you come back to seal, then you have to rewash that area you might have missed. So this actually gets it done completely uniform, and then we don't have to worry about it. So leaving it nice and clean. Right, as you guys can see, we're putting down our joint stabilizer sand here. We combined with our sealer. The two make a reaction that actually hardens the sand, in which will seal and harden the joints. We kind of go back and forth. We try not to put down more than 1 or 2 bags, depending how big the area is. You don't want to bulldoze your sand. What that does is that it goes over the joints, and then when you go to seal, after you leave, it will settle, and then the sand will fall through. As here is our Trident Hurricane Cat 5 2-part sealer. So we're going to add a quarter. We're doing 2 applications of D2, so we're going to add a quarter of this and then half of this, the part B. This is the urethane. And as you guys can see, we're sealing here with our 5-gallon bucket spread that we made. We're going to make a video about how we made that. Stay tuned for that. But yeah, this is the process, and we're about to be finished. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys subscribe and like, and I hope this was very informational for you guys.